this is Sydney. Today I am here to talk about a product that has come all the way to the UK from Korea, and it's this guy right here, which is the Innisfree True Care Moist Recovery Cream, which is also known as the TMR cream. True Care Moist Recovery, yeah, TMR cream. As you guys may know, I have extremely dry and sensitive skin, so I was really excited when they first contacted me saying that they've got a new moisturizing cream in the market. So I was actually really curious about the cream, and I actually started using it a few weeks ago. And you guys also know I love super gentle and simple derma skincare products, and I actually ended up really liking this cream. So that's the reason why I'm going to be talking about this product to you guys. I think it would be weird if you guys didn't know where I live. I live here in the UK, London, and the weather here in the UK now is actually pretty cold. I think it's around the same weather to how it is in Korea, and the UK's weather is very random and unexpected. So it could be sunny now, but like 5 minutes later it could be pouring down with rain, and 5 minutes after that it could be shiny and crisp again. So it's very random and weird in a way, and I feel like since it's getting colder and the weather is constantly changing, I feel like it's harder for me to keep the balance in my skin compared to when I was in Korea, because I'm here in the UK where the weather is super cold and just so windy, and I also have extremely dry and dehydrated skin. That's why in this video I'm going to be testing out how this TMR cream works on my extremely dry skin on this extremely cold and windy weather in London. And I've actually just finished washing my face before I started filming, and I also applied my toner and my serum like how I normally do with my skincare routine. And I'm just gonna show you how I've been using this TMR cream ever since I started using it, because I don't know, I guess it's not that special, but it's just how I was using this in the last few weeks, and I feel like it was working really well if I applied it this way. I'm gonna get the cream out, and I use around this much every time I use it, and I'm gonna get my hair out of my face, and I'm just gonna evenly spread the product out all over the face. You don't actually need much of this product because a little goes a long way, really. And gently pat it into the skin. I mean, it could be a little bit time consuming and annoying if you're super tired, but I've been just doing this when I was watching like YouTube videos and TV, because when it's like completely absorbed, it just makes your skin to feel super plump and nourished. And I've been taking more of the cream around the areas where I am especially dry, like around my nose where I get the most dry patches, and around the lips where I'm constantly like wiping. I'm just really using the warmth of my palms to just really let the cream sink into the skin. I feel like applying 2 layers of this cream works a lot better than just using a lot of cream at one go, because I felt like that way it kept the moisture of the skin for longer until the next morning. This cream is actually a pretty huge tube. As you can see, I did use quite a bit of it, but compared to the other creams I'm used to, there's actually a lot of product in this tube. So I've been using it around my elbows and my heels when they were super dry, but most importantly I've been using it on my finger. If you guys have been watching my vlogs, I actually burnt my finger right here pretty hard a few weeks ago. So I heard that keeping the scar really moisturized and nourished keeps the scarring away. So I've been getting the cream out and applying it on my scar. I did actually look up the ingredients of this cream like I normally do with all of my other skincare products, and I just found it to be really suitable for girls like me who have super dry and sensitive skin. And yeah, I feel like it's just one of those products that I personally really like, that are like really simple and gentle on your skin. So I have a feeling that I'm going to be carrying this around when I am traveling, because when you're traveling you get stressed, your skin gets dehydrated, and the water changes too. So I am definitely going to be carrying this cream around with me when I'm traveling. It is actually pretty late now. It's 10:44. I am just going to go to bed now because I need to wake up early tomorrow to do these experiments with you guys and share the results and my thoughts on the cream. So I'm gonna go to bed now and talk to you guys again tomorrow. Good night. Good morning, guys. Good morning, guys. I had a good sleep, as you can see from my very puffy eyes. And oh my god, I look very tired, but I did have a good sleep. Today is the day when I'm gonna test out the TMR cream on my skin with a few different methods, and I am actually really excited to find out the results myself because I personally feel like moisturizing creams are the utmost important part of your entire skincare routine. So I am really curious to see how the results are gonna turn out. I did actually watch this video that Innisfree has made with this twins, and they were twin sisters, and basically both of them were on a flight to Russia, I believe. One of the twins was wearing the TMR cream and the other twin was wearing just like a normal skincare, but she was allowed to spritz facial mist throughout the flight. So I thought that was really interesting because people around me do associate facial mists with moisture in their skin, and I do personally use facial mists in flights as well. So I thought it would be really interesting to see if there is going to be any difference in your skin. I don't know, I've never done it. So the first experiment I want to do is comparing the cream with a facial mist like the twins did in the video. Basically, on this side of the face I'm going to be applying a cream, and on this side of the face I'm going to be constantly applying a facial mist. So I've basically finished setting up my filming setup and then went and washed my face. So my face is so dry. I got this very smart and tiny skin moisture analyzer, so I want to find out how dry my skin is now. I'm gonna try it. It's telling you to place it around here. It's 33%, you guys, and it says dry. Yeah, my skin is very dry, I can feel it now. So before I do the half-half application of the facial mist and the cream, I just want to carry on with my normal skincare routine. So I'm just gonna apply my toner. Just gonna pat it in. And then I'm gonna apply the essence or serum. Oh, that's a lot better. My skin's loving it. And then I will get the cream and apply it on half of my face, which is going to be very tricky. Then I'm gonna cover this side of the face and spritz my facial mist. And just try to pat it in. I'm gonna be spritzing the facial mist throughout the day because that's what people tend to do when they want to achieve moisture with facial mist. So throughout the day I'm going to be constantly spritzing the facial mist on this side whenever it feels like tight and dry. Can't really tell much of difference now. So my skin was at 33% before I applied anything on my skin, so let's check. This is the face mist side. It's very moist, 85%. And let's try the TMR side. It's 97%. Wow. Is that even possible? I'm gonna try it once again. %97 once again. Okay, I trust you now. So I'm gonna go and carry on with my day and do like other things and come back and test the moisture level on both sides of my face. So the current time now is 1:19. So it's been around 4.5 hours since I did the half-half application of the facial mist and the TMR cream on this side. I know that creams are supposed to be more moisturizing and nourishing, but I'm really actually curious to see the actual numerical difference between this side of the face and this side of the face. Skin check. On this side is 39%, which apparently is normal. And I'm gonna do this side on the same area. I'm not sure if you guys can see, but it's saying 90%. apparently this side is a lot more moist. So that was the first very brief and actually quite surprising test. It could have been obvious, but I was actually really surprised to see the actual number difference on both sides of the face. I think I'm gonna do the next experiment outside because, like I said, the weather here is like crazy, windy and just really cold. So I'm gonna be doing the next experiment outside. I am gonna go wash my face and apply half of my face with the Innisfree TMR cream and the other half of the face with other moisturizing cream to test out which side of the face stays more moisturized and nourished outside. So I'm gonna go and wash my face and get ready to go out with you guys. So I am back after taking the shower and the weather outside looks very windy and kind of miserable now, so I think it will be like the perfect weather to test the creams on my face. So I am done with my skincare up to toner and serum and it's time to apply the cream. So I'm gonna grab the TMR cream on this side, and on this side of the face I wasn't sure what kind of cream to use because, to be honest, a lot of the creams I use normally are all very moisturizing, so I just decided to grab a random sample I had in my drawer. So I'm going to apply this cream on this side. Then I'm going to wipe that off, and then with a clean hand I'm going to apply the TMR cream on this side. So that's both of the creams on, and before I go out I think I am going to measure the moisture level and then measure it once again when I come back home. So I'm going to go and get ready. Ooh. Okay guys, I am just done getting ready. My hair's still wet so I can't really do anything about it. I think I'm just going to leave it dry like this, but before I head out I want to measure the moisture level on both sides of my face. Obviously I've put the same foundation, concealer, and I haven't powdered because that's not what I normally do. So let's see how the moisture levels are on both sides of my face. So let's try this side first. It's 53%. So let's wipe the analyzer and do the TMR cream side. It's 62%. So both sides of the face were really highly moisturized when I first applied the creams on both sides, but now that I've measured it after I've done my makeup, and it's been obviously quite a while since I put the creams on, so the TMR side is slightly higher in moisture than the other side. So I'm actually really curious to see what would happen if I go outside, just experience the wind and the weather. I don't know what's gonna happen. So I'm gonna go out now and I'll talk to you guys again when I come back home.
And the creams were really good.
Hi guys, I'm back home now. The time now is, I don't even know what time it is now. It's 10:42. So I think it's been around 8 hours, slightly past 8 hours since I applied the regular moisturizing cream and TMR cream on half of my face. And I would have probably inserted footages of me just hanging around in London. I had some burger, which was amazing, and I also had a pint of beer. I went shopping. It was raining outside. As you can see from my state, I'm very tired and I was rained on even though I had an umbrella because it was crazy windy. So I'm actually really curious to see which side would have higher moisture level. So I'm gonna measure the moisture level of my face for the last time in this video. Okay, so this side is at 28% dry. Let's do this side. Can you guys see that? It's at 41% normal. That is actually quite impressive. I don't know, I never really thought creams would make that much of a difference. So I really enjoyed doing these mini tests with you guys in this video. I did actually find it really interesting myself to check out how much of a difference creams can make on my very dry face. And I just personally felt like the cream was amazing, especially for this kind of weather when it's super cold and very dry because of the heating in the room. And I was basically looking for a cream that would make my skin feeling moisturized even if I wake up the next morning. And ever since I started using this cream, I found my skin to be still moisturizing the next morning I woke up. And if you guys have seen how I was using the TMR cream on my face, I was basically using it all over the face and using another layer of it on drier parts of my face. So that way I found it to be super moisturizing enough for me to not use facial oils, which actually is a huge thing for me. And I was actually informed that Innisfree does a full refund of the product if the product doesn't work for you. So when you actually purchase the cream, it comes with a small sample size which you can use first and then see if it works on your skin. So if the cream doesn't work out for you, you can always go back and return the item. So I thought that was a really good and smart way for you to try out a new skincare product. So I highly recommend you guys to go and check the product out. And as always, thank you so much for tuning in till the end of the video, and I'll talk to you guys again real soon in my next video. Bye!